The Bornless just revealed some new content that will be coming to the game, including a new vehicle, a vaulting system, and a new puzzle and riddle system. Hi breasties, I am honestly Bretter, and if you enjoy horror content, specifically extraction horror games, indie horror games, and single player horror games, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified whenever I go live or upload a new YouTube video, and let's dive into all the new delicious Bornless content coming our way. Let's start with the new ride, the Solomon Camper. It's a retro hippie van that'll be available once the Bornless officially launches. It's not built for speed. The Solomon Camper will have a slower top speed than the truck or the motorcycle that already exist in the Bornless, but for what it lacks in speed, it definitely makes up for in damage. Due to the weight of the vehicle, it will do more damage than the other vehicles that currently exist. So if you slam this thing into enemies or obstacles, you're definitely going to do some serious damage. I personally love this addition to the game. I'm an agent of chaos, so I can only envision what it will feel like to run over other players and end their in-game experience with a hippie van. That sounds chaotic and crazy, so sign me all the way up for this behavior. What I really like about the vehicle too is it appears that you'll be able to let people on it in addition to just your duo partner. So if you form alliances with other players or work with people, you'll be able to have them come aboard the van and you'll be able to work together to have your friends sit in the passenger seat and run over some people and turn them into some speed bumps. Next up, the vaulting system. This is one of those features that completely changes how the game feels in terms of movement. This will make things a lot easier when it comes to movement, gathering loot, or accessing different puzzles, which we'll talk about next. You'll now be able to vault over a lot more objects, such as windows, railings. You'll be able to climb up rocks, which again makes movement so much easier, getting to different resources so much easier, and accessing different puzzles or parts of the map that before honestly felt like a chore. In reflecting on my experience so far in Farmouth Island, it is one of the weaker areas, but now with this being installed into the game, it's definitely going to improve the movement and the way the game feels overall. I don't see any downside to adding a system like this. Now for the last new concept that's been added in this wave of new content that's been revealed, the puzzle and riddle system. There'll be a variety of different puzzle types, such as the flying corvises, which involve a coloring mechanic, focusing on what color correlates with what chest. To open it, you might have to shoot one of the corvises, other ones you might have to shoot 2 or 3 to unlock and open a chest. Now there's also the bell sound puzzle, and you'll have to do a certain order or coordination of bell sounds to then receive a weapon or loot. There's also the oddball out puzzle, so you'll be able to observe, in this case here in this footage, birds, and the ones that are not flapping are the oddballs out, so you don't shoot them, you shoot the ones that are flapping their wings, and you get access to loot or open a door. There's also the pressure plate puzzles. Now some of them you might just have to step on one plate to receive an item or open a door close by, or you might have to use all 4 pressure plates. Now lastly, there's the Morse code telegraph, and out of everything, honestly, personally, this is my favorite of the puzzle so far based on the footage, because you have to sit down, which preoccupies the person working on the puzzle, which means it's a higher risk, because if somebody were to ambush or come into your area and see you, then you have to get out of the puzzle, get out of the chair, and be prepared for combat. But in addition, I just feel like it's a very different puzzle from the others, and it just stands out to me the most. I really like how involved it is. All in all, I think this is a great concept to add to the game. It's another way to get loot, but it also requires you making noise. Almost all of these puzzles activate noise of some sort, whether it's you shooting your gun, hitting that bell sound, or it requires you to be preoccupied. So there's some risk associated with getting these things. It's not just, hey, complete this puzzle and there's a reward. There's a risk to it beyond, it taking up some time and others getting different objectives done. It also draws people to you due to the sound that you're making. And I think that adds to the intensity that exists in the setting that the Bornless currently offers. But I like that it's not just about loot. It also expands exploration in a different way than like the vaulting system does, but it allows you different door access, different chest unlocks. I think that heightens the value of doing these puzzles. And if you're not a part of our Discord yet, check the link in the description of this video and join our Discord. It's free. You get announcements about when streams go live and when new YouTube videos get posted. We talk on there every day, so it's a great way to interact with the rest of the community and make new friends. We also do giveaways that are free to join, but being a part of the Discord is a requirement to join in said giveaways. So there's a lot of upside to joining our Discord. We'd love to have you. There's going to be some playtests coming soon, but once they announce when the playtests will be, I'll provide more info here on the channel and in my Discord, and I'll be sure to try to get you guys access. So just to do a general recap here in our closing, the Solomon Camber, a heavy new vehicle that hits like a Mack truck, will be coming to the game. The vaulting system for smoother movement and improved exploration is coming into the game as well. The puzzle and riddle system will be coming into the Bornless. It's awesome to see the Bornless evolve with each update. It's improved so much since the first playtest I took part in. They just keep coming up with new ideas and really pushing the envelope, and the game's not even fully out yet. Has a very bright future, so if you're not tuned into the Bornless, make sure you wishlist it on Steam. I highly recommend it. It's a game that you're not going to want to miss, and the earlier you get involved, it increases the odds that you'll be able to say, hey, I remember when I played that game before it was popular and the cool thing to play, because honestly, this game genuinely has so much potential. Let me know in the comments which new feature you are most excited to try first, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you at the next one.